Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Zeke going to get it on the option. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 22, Tannehill, flush to his right. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Tannehill. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This is Penning. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Now Elliott. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. This could set up a very interesting decision. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. That's caught at the 2. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Corey Davis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On now is the Packers punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill rolling to his right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
And at the 29-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Minnesota Vikings. We're scoreless after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10 as they've got it with a third down coming up. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tim Patrick there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. To throw is Cousins. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. McCaffrey following the penalty. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brought down at the
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
Here's McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
McCaffrey on the carry.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And a Packer first down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This is McCaffrey. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
His throw incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tie it. He lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
This one complete to Corey Davis. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him and forced that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. First down, here's Cousins. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. From across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a run with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 10.
Oh, yeah, that's how
touchdown, Packers. Christian McCaffrey, 85 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Packers 21, Vikings 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. play of the half. Cousins. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 14.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? They'll run with McCaffrey. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Cousins.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And this is incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Cousins now from the 50. Uncorks one for Davis. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Back at the 6.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Cousins now. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Third and long for Cousins. And it will be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Tannehill. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Tannehill on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill going deep for Diggs. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 51 yards. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game.
For the extra point.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
For a quarterback, there's two sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Talk of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line.
No partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect him. It means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On the option, here's Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Going deep for Diggs. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And, oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will make it into the end zone. And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
And a Packer first down.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
To number 83,
Tyler Boyd. 65 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Looking for Woods that time, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Tannehill. It's Woods. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's going to let this one go. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. 36 yards on the play. Now we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Packers.
This is McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Cousins to throw it. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Kyle Van Noy gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
3rd down.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. To throw, Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 15.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Tannehill. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Tannehill. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. The 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Adam Bennett.
Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Now a desperation throw. And got his man complete. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Good. Makes the score Packers 34, Vikings 27.
So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this.
Set to kick off.
And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more.
Have some of this.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
27.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Today's final score.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Packers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.